Brian, 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 Brian. What's going on here? Why are you lying, Brian? What's going on? Okay. Hello.
Hey, Kyla.
Samara, the link is in Discord.
Hi, Renee. Hi, Samara. Hi. Life is a gym. I almost made a mistake.
Something is happening right now over at Brian's that is totally wrong.
Well, what's funny is I went up on his panel because he wasn't really recounting things as
The way they happened.
The way and then Brian kicked me off his panel. I said nothing wrong, but I was going to say the truth, Brian. I'm not a liar, and you're trying to control the narrative. I know what you're doing. That's pretty shitty, Brian.
You know what? I was nothing but respectful to Brian. I said I cannot support what he's been doing to Vinny. And the truth, it's none of your business, but Vinny is not my friend. Brian is. Or what?
I don't understand why she's even weighing in on this.
Because she wants some content. It has nothing.
It really is none of your business. You don't know what happened behind the scene. Stay out of it.
Yep.
Agreed. And we also didn't like the fact of what he said about Diane's sister. You know.
And him saying that someone's going to him saying that I'm trying to get into good graces with Diane and Wendy is wrong.
Nobody said that.
Nobody said that, Brian.
He's lying.
You're lying. You're lying. You didn't get kicked out of the Discord. You left because you threw a temper tantrum.
You did. Carla, would it be okay if I just do a really quick recap?
Sure, go ahead.
The last few days.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday, I will take responsibility for this. I was in a Discord voice call with someone, and I said, I need to bring this up to Carla. So I asked Carla to come over into voice chat, and I said, this is not going to turn out well for you, Carla. It's the things that are happening now are going too far, and like it has happened to Carla before, you're going to get backlash for it. Could it have been handled a little bit differently? Yes, it could have. But Carla did contact Brian prior to going live to let him know what was going to happen. And Carla went live and kicked him from her Discord. Brian thought Carla blocked him. She didn't block him. They didn't share a server, so Brian couldn't contact Carla. Anyways, later that day, Brian came in to a voice chat call with all of us. Everything was squashed. He left fine and happy. Saturday, he comes in and he was allowed back into Discord. Saturday, he comes back, or he types in the Discord chat, hey, anyone around? I go, I'm here. What's up? He goes, oh, I just want to run something by you. And then it's like he was all mad again. Well, what if I put out a video about this guy? That's not going to look too good for Carla. We wouldn't want anyone to think Carla supports that sort of thing.
This is after he gave you his word he wasn't going to do anything.
Well, after he said that to me, I did talk to him and I said, don't do that to Carla, Brian. I go, I don't understand why you're doing this. So, anyways, myself and another Discord member had a long conversation with him, got him all calmed again. And we were in voice chat, and Carla came into voice chat, not knowing what had transpired, and said, Brian, I'm going to have to take your wrench, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk in my chat. Brian, you did not say one word. You left.
He left.
Saying a word, and you left the Discord. So don't say it happened any other way. I tried to talk to you after that. You wouldn't take my first call because you were too busy running over to Laura's, starting things over there. Then you were too busy running over to Taco's chat, starting crap over there. And when you were done with all of that, then you decided to answer my call. I tried to talk sense into you, Brian.
Good
And I
morning,
have
everybody.
up until yesterday. But after your stunt today, Brian, I know who you are. I know why you kicked me off your panel. You're trying to control the narrative because you're acting like a jerk. I want nothing
Yeah.
to do with that stuff. I'm done.
And
Okay.
he has been messaging Carla this whole time, and Carla is not responding. So this is what he does: is he fires up a live and then tells you his version of things, and he downplays the fact
Because he
that
wants to control how it comes across. And you got the truth up there on panel, soothing his ego. She fought with him for 13 years.
yeah, and nobody could talk
Nobody
to
could talk.
either one of them two to resolve their issues. It's just you didn't butt your nose in between their issues either.
If you go back and anybody goes back and listens to my live on Friday, I was not disrespectful. I told people not to go after Brian. So, I mean, I couldn't have been nicer. But
Right.
I'm not going to support someone that said the things that he said. That's nipped in the bud.
Good morning, Mander,
And
Gemma,
I'm
Lou,
so sick
Remy.
and tired of people coming at me when Brian does something stupid and saying, "This is who you support."
Yeah.
No, it's not who I support. I don't support some of the things he does. And quit using Vinny as, like Tracy said, did she go to Vinny? No, I didn't go to Vinny.
Hi,
Vinny's
Melody.
Vinny's not going to. Nobody's going to come to me and say, Is this who you support?"
It's none of your business what Carla is doing. Carla had to put this out live because the truth is, Carla's been gone after in the past for this.
Supporting him.
Yes.
It's
And
hard to be his
it
friend.
wasn't, yeah, and it wasn't
It is,
anywhere near
it
as
is,
disgusting as this last round. So, hi, German lady. Hi, Mander.
it is a chore to be Brian's friend. He makes it so hard.
I agree.
Well, here's the thing. This is the honest to God truth. I have yet to hear Brian take responsibility for anything he's done. He always justifies his action, never takes responsibility for his actions. Brian, you can never going to change what you refuse to acknowledge, ever. You're
You're
being
right.
a jerk.
Brian,
Total jerk.
every time something was pointed out to you, you said, "Well, what about this?" I was told about what you were doing and what it was going to look like for me. My friends cared about me.
Yeah.
If that's being selfish, oh well, I'm
Hi, Gemma.
selfish.
You
And
know what, Carla? I've said everything I'm going to say for now. Brian, I wish you the best.
Yeah.
Do
Hey,
better.
Ash.
Do better.
I'm just tried to do my own thing and stay away from all the negativity. Brian, the stuff that you said was disgusting. And I don't care if you've got people soothing your ego over there. I'm not going to do it. And you can make all the videos you want about me. I expected this. I told people I expected it.
And
So
I said he wouldn't do it. I
yeah,
I was like, nah,
he
he
wouldn't
won't
do
do
it.
it.
And here he is.
And he's hanging something over our heads too. And because he's spiteful, he's angry. That after everything was resolved, he sat and stewed on it, made a video, then sent it to Carla. Just nobody needs this
Well,
hanging over your head.
whatever you have to do, Brian, do it, drop it. I mean, go after me. And there's nothing I can do. I quit saying things like, I'm trying to get in good with Diane and Wendy. I'm just doing this. No, Brian, I'm doing this because I don't want to be behind all the disgusting things you've been saying. That's it. That's all. And you want to have your yes people over there, soothing your ego. That's up to them.
That's exactly what they're doing. Not everybody, but I see it. Remy, can you tell if he's streaming, Carla?
I don't care if he's streaming me or not.
Hey, Just Angel.
Hi, Just Angel. I'm
Jeff.
just so tired of this having to worry about what he's going to do, whose chat he's going to be, where he's going to start trouble next.
It's been one thing after another thing. So when Carla was made aware of it, did she really have to listen to what we said, that you said? You want her to hear it come out of your own mouth and make it even worse? Like,
No,
that's a
my
silly
friends
argument.
came to me, and one messaged me and the other two talked to me in voice chat, and they were disgusted with what you said. And that was enough for me. You really think I don't?
Oh, see, now I feel bad misbehaving. Yeah, and Brian booted her off the panel because he didn't want her to.
He didn't want her to say the truth. And
Yeah.
the truth is, Brian, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm disappointed. Let's say I'm not angry with you. I'm disappointed in you. You can't let anything go. And I'm not obliged to talk to you. And that's why you're angry.
And if you truly care about Carla, why are you doing this? She didn't answer your messages, so you go live. He literally just said on Burnt Toast last night that MGL is his friend. He's not accountable for what she does. So why is Carla accountable for Vinny, who she doesn't even know? Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah. Why was Tracy even saying anything? She goes live when someone mentions her name. Like,
I don't know why she's
not even involved in this. This has nothing to do with her.
And you didn't know everything that just happened prior to him firing up a live. Carla is ignoring him. She's doing the right thing. She's not responding. This is Carla's choice. She doesn't want to.
I just want. I just said what I needed to say. I don't support what he's been doing lately, and he's been doing some pretty gross stuff, saying some pretty gross things.
You can't walk away from him and not, like, he just can't leave it be. He's making it so difficult right now.
I mean, he takes things, and he's threatened to drop a video. He's threatened me, and I did say this on Friday. I know he's going to do this. He's going to be hateful and spiteful, because that's Brian.
And I really didn't see it coming. I didn't think he would do that.
I did. I really did. I thought he was going to. Because Brian, you have to respond. I'd still be typing to him if I didn't ignore him. I just want him to leave me alone for a bit. He's manic.
Mhm.
And he's so angry right now. I wouldn't be able to talk to him if I tried.
Yeah, and now if he does go ahead and drop the video, I am completely done with him.
Yeah. But I did go in there and say I had to take his wrench. I did go in there and ask him not to talk in my chat. I will take responsibility for saying that. Don't let no one intimidate you.
Hey, Jojo.
I'm not. I'm just saying my side of the story. I mean, he's given his side and he's telling lies.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, there's so much I want to say, and I don't. I don't want to say it.
Go ahead, say it.
No, it's not fair that the video he wants to drop is of a person that has nothing to do with anything that's going on there. They just know they're my friend, and they know um just it's ridiculous.
Tracy needs to mind her own business. I think it's rich that she has the audacity to chime in after spending 14 years dragging Brian. Exactly.
We didn't insert ourselves in between them two.
You know, I actually did that live for me, Brian, because I don't want people saying, look at the hypocrite. Look who she supports because of the nasty things you've been saying, Brian. It's about what you've been saying.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that one video, or it was a live. It wasn't just that live, and you said those things. It's been a combination of things. It led up to that, and everyone in the community knows it. I heard a little of him on MGL's last night, and he was lying his tail off, blowing smoke up people's rears. I don't know. I didn't know he went live this morning. Yeah, he might still be live.
He's mad at me, Ash, because I won't respond to him, and I won't. I'm done. He's just being hateful. He's just, I had not even planned on going live, but I'm not going to allow him to lie about me. I wasn't disrespectful. No. Please put a 1 in the chat if I was disrespectful when I talked about not
on Friday.
Yeah, please put a 1 in the chat if I was disrespectful, and put a 2 in the chat if I was respectful towards him on Friday when I talked about him.
I dropped a 2, but I can't.
I trashed him, which I didn't. Thank you, Gemma.
Thank you, Gemma. The truth is over there making horse noises. Oh, at you guys? That's mature. That's really nice.
I think someone in the chat said, I want to be a pony. That's so immature. Because you want to get along with people that you're something that you're not.
Right.
I'm not going to support what he's been doing lately, and he's been doing some disgusting things.
Okay, and here's another thing. He brought up that Vinny said that about his son in prison, and that's why he said that about his daughters. But he also used that same thing about getting, violated in prison, but he included 6 black guys into that comment, and he said it towards someone. It was last year that he said it. He said the same exact thing that Vinny said to him, that he did say it to somebody else. He said it to Richard when he was on a panel. He said, I hope you get raped by 6 black guys. That's what he said.
Truth announced publicly about her truce with the long-nosed witch, but how dare Carla say she is cool with Wendy publicly? Oh my God.
Oh, is that really what's bothering them?
Oh, well. Wendy had a right to know what I found out.
Yeah. No, we aren't even in there. And she said a certain group of people that made horse noises. She's blaming everything on us. It's a sickness that people and Wendy V's get. Yes, he did, Melly. He said that to Richard. Does his mind go blank on all the things that he says that comes out of his mouth? If someone doesn't call him out for it and they agree with him, it's not going to help.
He's mad. Okay, here's the thing. Brian's mad because I called him out. I'm not going to support what he's been saying. Now they expect me to run over to Vinny's, who I barely go into Vinny's chat. Okay. I've probably been in Vinny's chat. Maybe on one hand, I could count how many times I've been in his chat. I'm supposed to go in there and call Vinny out for what he said to Brian?
Vinny's not your friend.
I don't think so.
Right.
Well, and I'm starting to think Brian's not my friend either, if he can do what he's doing right now that easily.
Well, I think he's made that clear. He doesn't know what a good friend is.
Nope. And I wasn't disrespectful to you, Brian. And if you were a friend, you'd back off of me right now. Just leave me alone.
Carla, I already know what Brian's going to do. It's what he's done to every other person that he feels has wronged them or not called out, or anyone that's called out his behavior. The same thing happens. So the same thing's going to happen to you. But who's left that gives a damn? Really? Who do you have left, Brian? The truth, Molly? Okay.
That's right. Molly's not going to be the one who's going to, who really genuinely cares about you. And that's what Carla is to you. And this is how you treat her. Because she's not answering you.
Just Angel, you stay right where you are. Apparently Brian is upset because I'm in your chats. I don't want to cause problems. That's ridiculous.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah.
I want you to stay here, just Angel.
And Amanda's right. Yes, what you did, you had to address it because it would look like you were co-signing how he was acting. If I was acting like that, you would have to do the same thing.
If I was acting like that, would you guys call me out? Absolutely,
yes.
You would call me out.
Yep.
And I would expect you to. That's what good friends do.
Yes. You had to address it publicly. You didn't have a choice.
And the reason I addressed it publicly and not privately is because nobody in this community would know that I don't co-sign what he's doing.
I mean, look at his behavior since Friday.
Yeah.
And what he's been doing and the panels he's been going on and the places he's going to pick fights. You're acting like a lunatic, Brian. And I've tried to tell you this behind the scenes. Like yesterday, you put up that stupid video with the title, Molly does not have a Cash App or a PayPal. I send you a screenshot with the ticker running along the bottom of her screen. You were on her live just the day before. Didn't you see it? And then you change your title because you look stupid. You're just, you need to just shut it down, Brian. Take a break. Take a step back because you're making a fool out of yourself.
Log off, boo-boo. I had no plans on going live today. None. But because I didn't answer him,
right, Joe.
I'm public enemy number 1.
Listen, I was not fond of Brian in the past. And when I saw him making a positive change, I had some conversations with him behind the scenes, and I saw a difference in him. And unfortunately, that Brian that I befriended has slowly slipped away.
Hmm.
He's right back to where he was, if not worse. And I can't stand behind that, Brian.
He's been on a rampage too. Like, I mean, from going on Molly's, and he made a statement by going on her panel.
So,
Oh, here we go. He's dropping the video.
Good.
oh, okay, you're done with them. So here's the thing. The video that he's dropping now is a video he threatened us with, because this isn't going to make me look good, supposedly. But I'm supposed to call out every single person on YouTube. I'm not allowed to make amends with anybody. Only he's allowed to go where he wants to. Only he's allowed to say what he wants to. No, it doesn't work that way. That's not a friendship to me.
Just say
No,
what
wait.
it is, Carla, and cut him off at the pass. Just say what it is.
Okay, it's about Richard Groyper.
Hmm.
It's a video about him.
Because I'll never talk to him again. I will never talk to him again.
Here's what I want to know. Put a 1 in the chat if you give a crap about what Brian's gonna drop. I don't care.
He's mad because he sees Richard holds a wrench in here. He's mad because
Here's another question. Name one guy on this platform that Brian's ever gotten along with. Name one man.
I can't.
Yeah, you're welcome. Who said you weren't, Just Angel? Of course you're
Yeah.
welcome here. Well,
You're
Richard-
absolutely welcome here.
I can't believe he's doing this.
No.
He's a terrible person. He's a spiteful person.
Brian, it's just going to backfire on you, just like everything you've been doing over the last 3 days is
Well,
backfiring on you. You're only making yourself look like
You're
a
just
bitter
losing
ass.
friends. You're losing friends, and you had 3 people that were friendly with you, could talk to you, but forget it. You just push everybody away. So
After today, Carla, I don't even want to deal with his bullcrap anymore. I don't care anymore, Brian. I don't care.
you all acting like Brian changed never happened.
I'm going to have to agree with that comment. I think it was just for show.
Yeah.
Well, I gave him a chance.
I thought I felt bad for him. I thought he was hurting. I gave him a chance. Lasted almost a year. But now he's shown me who he is. So
Are you talking about Brian St. John?
you
He
can't
is what
even
it
let
is.
someone be. Like, it's so creepy, Brian. Stalkerish even.
Lately, a lot of people put out videos full of lies and false evidence.
I believe that, Ash. I believe he's always been this way. I mean, he's doing the same thing to us that he's done to many before us, so it's who he is. Your loss, Brian, not ours. Sorry.
We even said, we talked about this. It's just we're all. It's too hard to be your friend.
And Carla has accepted Richard on behalf of me. Like, Carla didn't like him for the longest time, and then she got to know him, and now he's doing this.
Richard behind the scenes is a much different Richard than his persona on YouTube.
Yeah,
And that's the key word, persona.
Yes.
I don't get it. Well, I've had this conversation with all of you. I don't always get it, but it is what it is. I like him behind the scenes.
Wait, why is he recording videos and saving them to use when
Get out of
something's
here
up?
with that crap.
I would hope that he wasn't recording our Discord calls or anything like that, but if he is, it actually would make us look better than himself because he's the one who pouted and left the Discord. And then I found him in Laura's chat, so I told him to answer his phone and to misbehave and talk to him. But it just went downhill from there.
There's just some things that I can't be supporting the glamorous life. I don't, things that he's said lately. And I'm not going to call out everybody on YouTube. Brian, it's not my job to call out people on YouTube.
You were her friend for a long time. And now this is what you do? Do you think this is going to make Carla want to talk to you?
No.
And the best thing is, the only reason why he's dropping it is because he's mad at us. He doesn't have any problem with Richard. He said that several times on Saturday.
Yep.
It's just he's doing whatever he can to hurt me. So whatever he can. Please hide that hypocrite.
Yeah, I'm hiding it.
No. But yeah, go for it, Brian. Drop the video. Like he thinks that I was going to beg him not to. He's
Who was it? Jenny Jen who called him the butthurt bandit?
yeah,
It's Brian.
good name.
You're just making so many bad decisions because
Gemma,
your butt hurt.
Gemma wants to come up.
Okay.
No, he spent his Saturday gathering info on Richard so he could hold this over our heads. But gave us his word.
That's what Brian does. Like he can't just leave something well enough alone. He has to get every little thing you said and then throw it in your face all at once. I'm not saying I'm perfect.
How are
Hey, Shad.
you? No, see, that's the thing. Brian wants what he wants when he wants it, and if he doesn't get it the second he wants it, then he goes nuts, fires up alive, and just it doesn't make you look bad, Carla. It makes him look like a fool. We've all tried to handle this behind the scenes ad nauseum. I mean, how many hours did I spend over the weekend trying to talk this guy down? It shouldn't be that hard to be your friend, Brian.
Yeah, it's not. I'm exhausted being his friend.
Yep.
Hey, Gemma.
Hey, Carla. Misbehaving smart.
Hey, Gemma.
Hi, Gemma.
Hello, Mrs. T.
I just wanted to come on here to support Carla. I've known Brian for a little while from being in Carla's chats and stuff, and I think it's really unfair what he's done to Carla. I think it's disgusting. And Carla's an amazing woman. She doesn't do anything bad to people, and I don't understand why, again, Carla gets targeted. And it disgusts me because by the end of the day, she does nothing but help people. And if these people so dislike Carla or don't want anything to do with her, then don't be over here. Don't watch. It really is that simple.
Well, Gemma, the problem with Brian is once he feels like he's been done wrong, he don't quit.
Yeah.
But this is the only reaction you're going to get, Brian. We're not going to go on and on and on about this.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave any comments under your videos. I wash my hands.
And I don't honestly believe with your behavior lately, Brian, that you're not going to get the reaction by dropping a Richard Goiper video that you're hoping to get. So go ahead and do what you got to do.
He did.
You did it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're very vengeful, Brian. I'll pray for you.
Whatever happened to his religion?
Bye, Jeff.
I have no idea. He said on Sunday he was going to church.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't think I think
By the
he's
end of the day, if you don't like somebody, you just stay away from them. You don't be vengeful. You don't do content on them. You don't make things up. You don't. You just leave the person alone. Not everyone's going to get on, especially on YouTube. That's the way it works.
I don't know if he thought doing this was going to go in his favor. But even after he went on Molly's panel, he was dragged by Savage and all. Clearly, it's Molly's not liked. She's doing horrible things or whatever. And we said how we want. And then he gets up there and he's like, well, people say, I white knight for you. Well, people say this and people say that. I think what Molly's doing is disgusting. She's harassing a family. That's just the beginning of it.
I don't know what he expected me to do after the disgusting things he said. You think I was supposed to support that?
It wasn't even about Molly. Yeah, as friends, we have opinions. But it had what happened, Brian, has nothing to do with Molly. It has everything to do with you. And
You want
and
to fight.
the despicable things you've been saying on this platform.
And he wants to fight with people. That's why he goes into Vinny's chats.
Yep.
He goes wherever he knows he's disliked the most and starts fights with people. I saw it last night. I saw it in Two Tacos chat. You see it wherever he goes. He tries to start something.
Hey, Mr. Positive.
Just like so done with it.
Hey, Mr. Positive.
Just shouldn't. It's too hard to be your friend, Brian. I'm sorry. It's just too hard.
Carla,
Mm-hmm.
we all know the effort that we put in to trying to talk to Brian,
Yeah.
to try and stop him from going down this street to nowhere with his BS and the terrible things he's saying.
Jenna,
He
hey.
doesn't want to take accountability for his behavior. He's
Hey, Carrie.
you can't
Hey,
change
Carrie,
someone that doesn't want to
Jenna.
change.
He's
Jenny,
on a down.
Hey,
hello.
Jenny.
He's on
I'm
a
sorry.
downward spiral, and he's trying to take us all down with him, and it's not going to work, Brian.
Hi, Carrie.
I've already told you I'm not going to support the kind of crap you've been doing. Vinny is not my responsibility. I'm not going to, I don't even know why Tracy went in that chat and said, well, how come she didn't call out Vinny? Is it my responsibility?
It's Brian is going into Vinny's chats. Everybody knows he
He's in there to
instigates.
start fights. He knows that he goes where he's not liked. So
Right.
someone will say something to him, and he'll have a reason to fight with them. That's what he's doing. I don't know
Just like-
how else to explain it. I'm just so done with it.
Just like last night when he was in Burnt Toast. And he was fighting with people in her chat as soon as he got off the panel. You're not getting any points for that. I know Vinny's not our responsibility.
I just can't believe I was being respectful, having a conversation with Brian,
He booted you.
and he booted me because he didn't want people to hear what really happened. Shame on you, Brian.
Of course he didn't, because it wasn't his narrative. Because even listening to him,
Hold on a second.
so mad. I was jumping up and down thinking, that's not how it went down. That's not how it went down.
No, it isn't. It isn't. And that's the only reason I got up there in the first place is because I heard him recounting things that were incorrect. Or I wouldn't have even bothered getting up there. Who said that Toast had somewhat doxed Blowbag Betty. Brian said that? If so, I don't think he should be weighing in on anyone doxing anyone.
Yeah,
I don't even want to.
pot meat kettle.
What are you talking about, Crystal Sky?
Some of you have really, really, really lowered your standards being in the morning granny chat.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Go have a cookie.
Log off, boo boo. I'm actually proud to be a granny. I am.
We're the granny crew.
Yeah, we're the granny crew. You don't like it? Tough.
Oh, is that right, German lady? Okay.
Oh, really? Oh.
Samara left me too. Samara.
Yeah, she's down. She hopped off. She's in the chat. Aging isn't promised, so consider it a blessing. Exactly.
That's
Hey,
fine.
what's the alternative? Is 6 feet under? No, thank you. I don't know why they keep calling me this little old lady. Like, I could probably run circles around most people around here.
You have that right, Jenny Jen Jen.
He kept begging for a fight. Guess he got one he didn't want.
Oh, I'm not sure that he didn't want it though. He
I
just
want-
kept
I think-
amping it up and amping it up and amping it up.
He goes wherever he thinks he can get. I've been seeing it everywhere, and I'm not going to support it. And I don't want anybody saying to me, you support that, because I don't. Some of the
Well-
things he said are disgusting.
It's become blatantly obvious to me that Brian doesn't value friends coming to him and telling him that his behavior is inappropriate.
No.
That I don't know. I rely on my friends to call me out if I'm being a jerk or if
Okay, I'll just tell you how petty Brian is being. His video, he has Gabby Petito's picture up and what Richard wrote above it, which is he called her Abby Potato. I mean, this is the petty crap I'm talking about. He's joking around, and then Brian's like, oh, but she's a murdered victim. He shouldn't be talking like that. Is this what you support? Are you kidding me?
wait a minute, Brian. How dare you? You're supporting a woman who's going after the
A
parents
family.
of a missing child. They are victims.
Mhm.
Until proven otherwise, Brian, they are victims. So stop. You look stupid.
Oh, how about this too? There is a comment that Brian made about Molly and holding a wrench there.
Oh yeah. He said, well, Molly's is a good place to hold a wrench because if you're trying to build your channel, really, Brian? Really? Is that why you're there?
Is that why you got up on panel twice?
Is that why you
You
went
want
to
some of her subs?
last night?
Mhm.
Other than to cause fights with everybody in the chat. Is that why you were there? Well, you're going to have to find some new friends because you've ruined every friendship you've have in this community.
And here's another thing. How long before this little fight that we're having right now, how long was it before he came into my chat? How long did he stay? He'd come in and say hello. How many times was he in Discord?
I've seen him a handful of times in the last 3 months. Hey, Ash, Brian won't he don't go head to head with a man. Not
No.
in a proper way. He has to go after them, not to them.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, every single friendship he's ruined. Well,
Sheila, you don't want to know.
maybe Brian can have Tracy back then.
He does
Well,
not. He does not like any man. Look, he's
another person I gave a chance to and shouldn't have. Same old, same old.
who's that?
People rarely change. The one that's inserting herself into something that's none of her darn business. That one. The one that went after Brian for 14 years.
Tracy.
Yeah. The one that made amends with Laura, but how dare you make amends with Wendy? That one.
Yeah, how dare I? And Brian, don't try and tell me that if people are coming to you saying that I want to be a pony, you are so full of it.
Yeah.
Nobody came to you.
No one.
No one. I don't believe that for a second.
No one said that to him.
And the spiteful, he's just a spiteful human being.
If
We
they
all
did,
heard Richard say that.
who
He
it
wasn't
was.
the,
Say who it was, Brian. You want to
Oh,
dump everything out? Say who it was.
yeah, say who it was. Oh, and the other, here, Brian doesn't have a problem with RDA and the way they do their, their shtick, their thing. But he has one with Richard because Richard is a friend of ours and he holds a wrench in here.
That's funny, Hartley.
Very spiteful and hypocritical.
Well, Carla better get a pony because Hartley said she needs to saddle up.
And you warned Brian it wasn't going to go good for him. Nobody's supporting the disgusting things you're saying. Well, maybe Molly is, but I'm not.
I
I'm
tried
allowed
to tell them yesterday. Tried.
Oh.
Samara
Can-
tried to
Well,
talk
I
with
haven't
him
talked to
too.
him because I knew it was worthless talking to him. He's not gonna listen to me. It's that hard to be Brian's friend. And I know some of you have been his friend in here, and you know that.
What are you talking about,
Do you have any
Charles?
information regarding the recent spate of what?
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I'm gonna just okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Chloe. Yeah, except
Well,
RDA did the
I'm
same
really
thing.
sorry you chose to handle it this way, Brian. No one did anything to you except say that you were just going too far and we needed to disassociate ourselves from it. Oh, well, sorry.
Can you
I'll
be
tell
more specific, Sheila?
You had a whole Discord uncomfortable with the way you've been acting. So, deal with it. You don't like it?
Lump it.
Oh, well. Yeah, lump it. Brian, honest to God, I think you want to go in the corner and suck your thumb. That's how babyish you're acting. Because I won't answer your messages.
If anything, it makes you want to stay away from him even more.
Exactly. It's stalkerish.
Well, and then when he couldn't get a response from you, then he's blowing up my phone. It's like you got to respond to him immediately or well, what he did. He didn't get a response from you, then he didn't get a response from me this morning, which was good. I happened to be up, Brian, but it was 5:00 my time. And then you fire up a live. Holy cow, calm down.
Good morning, KK.
I honestly, Brian, I think you have an anger issue that you need to get help for. And that's me being honest. You need to get some help with that.
Yeah, he is the butthurt bandit. He couldn't just let things go. Leave me alone. Let me be. No.
I
Oh,
just have a feeling that this isn't going to be the end of it.
when I heard Jenny Jen Jen say that, I just started cracking up.
Yes, they
Yeah.
went at. I've heard them go at him over what his son did, and he's okay with them. He doesn't mind those guys. He's okay with them, but he's not okay with Richard doing the same thing or saying the same stuff that they say.
Well, then why
Just
doesn't he go handle it with Richard? Why are you going to put Carla in the middle of it?
Because he didn't have a problem with it. He didn't. It
He's
wasn't
just
until
trying to make
now.
a point. You know, it always makes me when someone says, "I'm new here, never been here."
It makes me wonder that, like, when the people are really new here, if they think we're just a bunch of weirdos. Like,
Yeah, we
God,
are.
they're grown up people, and look at them fighting over nothing.
I know. Well, isn't it silly? I mean,
That's the whole thing is silly. He couldn't just walk away like a normal human being. I
Mm-mm.
wasn't.
Carla,
Was
no
I
one
being
puts
dis-
Brian in a corner, honey.
No one says anything to Brian. But I thought I was being as nice as I could. I was just letting everybody know. That's it. What Brian says, don't come back on me. I don't support it.
No.
Calling him out.
I've said all I need to say, probably too much, but I have one last thing to say. Brian, you had good friends. You messed it up, and that's on you.
Yeah.
I'm going to hop down, Carla.
Yeah, I'm gonna close this. You
I
guys,
love you guys.
I
Thank
love
you for all
you.
the support and chat.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
appreciate it.
You guys have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.